Ito ang Intercontinental Broadcasting Corporation. Sa bagong Pilipinas.
Ang susunod na programa ay rated PG. Patnubay at gabay ng magulang ay kailangan sa mga batang manonood.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised. From the news desk of the Mindanao Development Authority, delivered fresh by Mindanao Network, the business and investment news updates. This is the Mindanao Advantage. Our name, our edge.
Maayong buntag, Mindanao. We're all set and ready to hit the road to the Palm City of the South, Tagum City, for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference, the biggest annual gathering of business leaders, policymakers, and forward-thinking innovators from across the island. With this year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, MinBisCon 2025 is set to spotlight industries shaping the region's growth from agriculture and halal economy to renewable energy and business synergy. Tara! Samahan nyo kami as we take you on the road to this exciting event. This is the Mindanao Advantage, on the road.
It gives me immense pride and joy to welcome you all to the 34th MinBisCon 2025. Mindanao is a land richly blessed with fertile lands, abundant seas, and resilient people. But more than its natural wealth, the true strength of Mindanao lies in you, the entrepreneurs, leaders, and visionaries gathered here today. Your presence is proof that growth of Mindanao is not a dream for Mindanaoans alone. It is a shared mission for the whole Philippines. This year's theme, Fostering Innovation and Sustainability Towards Global Mindanao, speaks to a very heart of our journey. Expect exciting plenary sessions, engaging panel discussions, and meaningful networking. Expect bold ideas that will challenge the way we think and fresh partnership that will move our businesses and our entire island in the region forward.
I would like to extend my personal thanks to the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the Philippine Chamber of Commerce of Industry Mindanao for the successful staging of this Mindanao MinBisCon 2025. Going to a conference which will host business leaders, policy makers, stakeholders from across Mindanao and beyond that will contribute in shaping the economic future of Mindanao. There is no way that I will not go and be there together with these people. For over a decade, the Mindanao Development Authority and the PCCI in Mindanao has been partners in fostering and advancing inclusive growth, regional competitiveness, and investment promotion across the island of Mindanao. Through MinBisCom and a series of strategic trade missions, we have cultivated a resilient alliance of local industries, one that continues to unlock opportunities and potentials that amplify Mindanao's voice in the national development agenda. This year's conference comes at a pivotal moment as Mindanao accelerates its transformation through landmark infrastructure and policy reforms.
MinBizCon is an annual event, where we gather not only the business sector in one place but also the policymakers. So it's an annual event wherein we get to touch base, review what has been happening for the past year, policies we need to pursue so that we will have a more competitive business here in Mindanao and to also promote economic development in Mindanao. No? This is also a chance for us in the business sector, especially from the Chambers of Commerce. It's a reason for us to gather together and we also get to network. See what's going on, how we can collaborate, how do we push Mindanao, can we do things to promote Mindanao and push for more economic development and investment here in Mindanao.
For today, there are actually 3 plenary sessions. The first session is about bridging borders. How do we ensure solidarity among not just within Mindanao but outside of Mindanao? We want to make sure that we are able to bring and sell the products and services of Mindanao, not just the products and services, but particularly the companies and the people who compose these companies, so that we will be known not just as a maker of quality products and services, but also to showcase to them that we have full of talents here in Mindanao.
As a business leader in Region 12, coming to the MinBizCon has opened up not just opportunities, networks, but even inspiring stories from all the people I've been able to meet, the presentations of Minda on the macroeconomic landscape of Mindanao. And at the end of the day, it really gives me, the participants, a better understanding of the opportunities, challenges, and how I think we can all work together coming from business, the private sector, in really pushing Mindanao forward and not always depending on Manila, but really taking matters into our own hands and finding solutions together as a community to push progress, push investments that lead to job generation and a better Philippines. Mindanao's growth is hinged, I believe, not just on what's outside of Mindanao, but really from within, which is the core competency of us as businessmen. As MinBizCon has become an important event for us to take stock of all of the positive developments, the challenges. At the end of the 2 or 3 day conference, we all leave knowing what needs to be done, what needs to be pushed, and what areas of focus we have to address to continue pushing for the development, ensure our businesses are successful and competitive, and at the end of the day, have a positive outlook for the future of Mindanao.
Speaking for the European Chamber and for the consulate I represent, which is Finland, cross-border partnerships are seen as catalysts for growth. No? So foreign chambers are not only conduits of trade, but also platforms of trust. And by linking Mindanao-based enterprises with investors, technical experts, and policymakers abroad, these chambers facilitate foreign direct investment in agriculture, infrastructure, and digital industries, encourage market access for Mindanao's export products, bring in the best practices and global standards. Dito na papasok yon product certification. And that is very essential for us to succeed if we want to penetrate larger markets. The most important thing that I really will stress to everyone else, and because this is everybody's business, it is a question of framing the right story of Mindanao. Why? Because doing otherwise can trigger serious misinterpretation of what Mindanao is all about. The global collaboration that I see here is really grounded on realities. Let's just have some real talk and real sense appreciation of what Mindanao is all about.
we in the business sector, we want it to be a land of opportunities. No, it's not promise, it's about opportunities. And we have seen that Mindanao has a lot of natural resources. We also want to show that Mindanao is an opportunity for not only the locals to invest, but there is peace, no? There is stability for investors to also invest. With all the plenaries that has been going on in the MinBizCon, they're chosen carefully to reflect on what opportunities are there for Mindanao. No? So like this year, we have innovations and technology in farming.
So we're looking at empowering farm agribusiness, cultivating investment-ready agribusiness MSMEs, and amplifying investments and exports. Investments and exports grow in the farm agribusiness sector. No? So I am seeing a lot of things here. There's a series of activities that will offer the farm MSMEs an opportunity to showcase themselves as a viable investment location and partners in the agribusiness sector, as well as a competitive and reliable source of agri-fishery products.
We need also to include the marginal farmers by doing training, doing specific innovation specific to the region. We need to include what are their existing practices. We need to encourage knowledge transfers and community engagement, and also the human capital development. So again, let us harness technology to secure the future of our fisheries by as much as possible trying to innovate and implement aquaculture 4.0. Thank you.
There's a lot, especially with the advent of the halal economy. You know, in our earlier times, you only know halal as stamped on the products and services. Like we usually see it from the imported snacks that we get from Malaysia or Indonesia, and now it has expanded. We know that halal is a certification. It is a standard like that of ISO. And if you are a business who truly believes in the concept and the results of halal certification, then you have an expanded market. You have an expanded opportunity, because by the time you have a thorough understanding of halal, you will be able to take a look at, I should innovate as a business so that I can expand and offer that opportunity to those who need halal businesses or halal products and services. Like me, for instance, I just knew recently that there are already halal financial solutions and services. And then, in fact, if you dig deeper into the insurance business, there's takaful that is similar to halal. In the Philippines, I believe, we have to work together. We have to innovate also the modules that we offer. Like, for example, we know that DTI is a forerunner in the halal. And then, of course, we know that BIMP, IAGA, no, they're really good at it. But how about those who are not there? Those who are not in the region. We should know and work with them so that maybe we can improve on our education system, like especially those universities and colleges who are offering hotel and restaurant management. We can work on that. And then, in fact, halal is also true in terms of financial services, as I said earlier. Cosmetics. There's already halal industry that is operating now in terms of cosmetics. Not just that, the agriculture, because our livestock also eat food in the same way that we eat food. So it's a chain of opportunity that we can have with the halal economy. There's a big market for halal. And what is the opportunity for Mindanao? We understand our brothers and sisters, especially our Muslim brothers and sisters. So there's no way that we cannot integrate halal system in our business processes, in the way we do businesses here in Mindanao.
When it comes to our experience as a halal certification body, we existed since 2006. And our first client is based in Davao City, an exporter of processed fruits. That was during the time when there were no laws governing halal accreditation of halal certification bodies. But alhamdulillah, for our clients, they are both suppliers of domestic products and services. So these are dressing plants, slaughterhouses, producers of products, even food and non-food products. I think we have grown at least a bit.
I am a private company, but I work together with our partners, TCBIC, so Tagum City Business and Incentive Center, and also the LGU, City of Tagum, through the good heart of our City Mayor, Ray T. Uy, and also, of course, our very own Tagum City Chamber. So you can already see here at the Tagum City LGU level, there's already private. All of these companies are private. Private and TCBIC and LGU together with the PAM City, or rather the Tagum City Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And then we go up. We partnered with MINDA, the Mindanao Development Authority. We also partnered with the Davao del Norte Province. And of course, the DAVNOR Business and Promotions Investment Center. So you see, this is a full private-public partnership endeavor. So we created a very cheap and affordable e-commerce that any entrepreneurs can use. And so far, we're able to do it successfully. In fact, in the MinBizCon, the registration portal, including the website, is the solution that we created way back during the pandemic. We just updated it every now and then. And the result of MinBizCon today is actually from the efforts that we did during the pandemic.
The Mindanao Development Authority, recognizing the need of development here in Mindanao, signed an agreement with the PPP Center. By, I think in 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, we will be launching the PPP Center together with the Mindanao Authority here in Davao City. So business leaders like you, partnering with LGUs, no longer have to go to Metro Manila to process your papers. Magbubukas na po ang PPP Center here in Mindanao. And complemented by the Create More Act and the Public-Private Partnership Code, these reforms signal a clear priority from this administration, making the Philippines a more attractive, transparent, and efficient destination for investors. I therefore encourage all of you MinBizCon participants, whether from the business sector, from the local government, or development institutions, to take advantage of these enabling reforms. Now is the time to bring forward bankable projects, forge new partnerships, and pursue innovation for development with a shared goal of putting Mindanao at the forefront of national development and national progress. Ito po yung palaging sinasabi ng ating presidente. Ang kinabukasan ng Mindanao ay kinabukasan ng buong Pilipinas.
I cannot help underscore the importance of having conversations between business, being able to liaise with departments of government. MINDA is always here. These conversations actually bring out very important learnings. We call these business intelligence, compare experiences, spot opportunities that we businessmen, whether you're small, medium, or a large corporation, can actually look into for possible investments. In these conferences, we also invited companies like Meralco, who have provided interest about how these local chambers can actually spot challenges in their local distribution utility companies and see how partnerships with larger firms can help improve the quality and reliability of power, which at the end of the day has been the biggest factor for the slow development of many areas in Mindanao. So if we look at the map, we all want to see Mindanao at night shining bright, not just pockets of communities.
Progress is only possible when we work together with a shared purpose. At Aboitiz Power, we actively cultivate partnership with a wide range of stakeholders, from government agencies to international energy players to local communities. Through these collaborations, we aim to combine our collective strength, overcome barriers, and accelerate the transition to clean, inclusive, and sustainable energy. Our goal is clear: for the Philippines to have abundant, reliable, and sustainable energy that powers inclusive growth.
We here in Mindanao are at a crossroads. Palagi kong pinasabi pa ulit-ulit, we are at the right time in the destiny of Mindanao. Never have we experienced this level of peace and order that we have here in Mindanao. Ending a long decades old debate on what should come first. Peace and order or development? That debate has been answered for us. Almost all regions in Mindanao have been declared practically insurgency and CTG or communist terrorist group free. That debate has long ended for us. Now is the time for development to come in.
The message I would like to share for delegates attending the MinBisCon is keep an open mind, because everybody thought Mindanao is only about agriculture. Don't just look at agriculture. We have to look at what opportunities are there in each industry. And if it's along your line of business, then it might be an opportunity for you to expand and even grow your business. For the non-Mindanaoans, take a look at Mindanao, touch base with the different delegates who are attending. The delegates who are here from the private sector are mostly from the Chambers of Commerce. The members of the Chambers of Commerce are business people who are really looking also to see what is there for us to invest in, aside from our own industry.
As businessmen, we always look at risk. We always look at challenges ahead, and we always ask ourselves, what can we do today to prevent those challenges, events from happening tomorrow. So one of which that has been a recurring theme has been the power crisis that is coming. Time and time again, we hear the warnings already, and I think we have to ask ourselves today, is something being done? Lobbying, making noise does help in moving that needle forward. At the end of the day, we all benefit and the economies grow, which in the bottom line leads to more employment for Mindanao.
So these are the things that the conference brings, ideas, networks, business network, informations. And of course for the government, who is also in the best interest that we have a robust economic growth, then what policies should the government implement so that we can become more competitive? It means leave the business to the private sector, but we need the right policies to grow. So that is my message to both the private and the government.
The only thing that keeps us is the learning that we get from here. And I am so happy to say that we have also raised the bar of our spotlighters. So who are our spotlighters? So you can see all of these private companies are our spotlighters, because without them, the 34th Business Conference would not be possible. So you can see here, I know that you'll have a time to showcase our partners and sponsors. But on top of that, they are here with the commitment, because maybe you have seen them presented their companies. But on top of that, what have they that they can offer more in terms of innovation and sustainable, renewable, what else? All the inclusive growth as far as Mindanao is concerned.
Together, we can turn Mindanao from land of promise into a land of fulfillment. Together, let us commit to building a global Mindanao that shines as a beacon of responsible progress, resilience, and hope. Let us show the world what Mindanao can do. Let us show that Mindanao is not only ready for business, we are ready to lead. We are ready to innovate.
Once again, congratulations to your successful MinBiscom. Mabuhay ang Mindanao, mabuhay tayong lahat, at mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat sa inyo. Good morning.
And that's a wrap for the 34th Mindanao Business Conference here in Tagum City. We've seen bold ideas shared, partnerships formed, and opportunities unlocked, all aimed at building a more innovative, sustainable, and globally competitive Mindanao. Catch us on our next stop as we bring you stories that build a better Mindanao. This has been the Mindanao Advantage on the road. Our name, our edge.
Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
Oras na para sa Mindanao Network Hour.
Our Mindanao on IBC 13.
There's more to the city than what meets the eye. In this episode of Alampat, Lowell Balangawan, the man behind Loy Portraits, makes us take a closer look at the charm of Davao City avenues, people, and culture with his exquisite visual storytelling, making every walk around the metro a picture-perfect scene to capture.
So, Madayao, I am Lowell Balangawan. I'm a visual storyteller and I am the creative director of Loy Portraits. So I started visual storytelling. So when I was in high school, my camera yung classmate ko. Medyo rich kid siya. Always ako pinapabaro ng camera kay ako ang i-represent for a competition. So it's a school competition, more likely a street photography, o portraits ba sa school. So after that, so I took Bachelor of Information Technology, so in University of Mindanao. So there was a course doon na Photography and Digital Creative. So I discovered na doon ko mas na-love yung photography. Then after that, I took Bachelor of Multimedia Arts. Nag 1 year ko sa school publication. Then pandemic hit. Then stopped lahat. So ayan, nandito na ako sa creative industry. I started in photography, so for almost 7 years. So I photograph portraits. Kahit saan, like kung ano ang gusto ko na i-shoot, like creatives, like kung saan sa streets. For 6 years, I've been in photography. Then for 3 years, I've shifted to creative direction. First, ang Loy Portraits is more like nag-shoot lang dyan ko like mga portraits sa pageant, like portraits sa school. So wala ko nag-expect na maabot ko sa creative. Mas ma-expand ang ako ang works. Maabot na ko sa storytelling. Si Loy Portraits, na-establish siya for 9 years. Pero nag-work ko sa industry for 11 years. So after 2 years pa na ako na-realize na mag-create ko ang brand. Kaya para like na-separate na ako portfolio, like makita siya. Dito na ako nakita na daghan na po di ay ko experience na wala ko nag-expect na mahitabo siya. Like, ay mabuhat din ako siya through the collaborative effort. So for me, photography or visual storytelling is important for me because I'm the man na hindi masyado sanay sa camera. Pero I'm the man na sanay na mag-take or maggamit ng camera through photography or visual storytelling. So doon ko nilalabas yung gusto ko na i-explain or i-explicate na emotion ng isang nararamdaman ko for that.
From event portraits to shaping stories through visual forms, his journey has evolved into something more evocative and intentional over the years. His art now prides on the elements seen in the city, the colors, lights, and moments moving in its vastness. Let's wander with him as he transforms the downtown corners of Davao into a creative playground when Alambat returns.
I believe that Davao has a rich culture, rich heritage, and people are very creative. That's why kana akong ginapili kay I want to show what Davao have, kung saang naa sa Mindanao and kung kinsaang naa sa Mindanao. Gusto ko pod na ipakita nga na magay mga stereotyping there sa Mindanao, like na ay mga gubot. For example, I have a project in Bangkerohan. Ana sila na sa Bangkerohan daw is gubot daw. So for me, dili gubot sa Bangkerohan. So I created a project in Bangkerohan where I shoot. There are people na pwede di ka maging slay doon sa Bangkerohan. Like wala day maghilabot sa imuha. Even though sa na-stereotype dari na sa boulevard, like ana. So mas gusto na ako na ang works na naga-contradict sa mga stereotypes sa mga tao. So, pwede day siya dire, like pwede ka maglaag dire, pwede ka magbaktas, pwede ka maglakaw-lakaw. So yun more likely. Actually, ang process namo jud is mag-take og 2 months bago to produce the project. So, for example, the Kadayawan, the bahis-bahis sa poblasyon. So, for that, so nag-start mi og June. Nagduol mi sa ila na maging anime, mag-exhibit mi to feature the garment of the tenants in the poblasyon Market Central. So, for that, nag-letter mi, nag-allow sila, then we invited people to support us. Then mauto na katoday siya na project has a good impact in the creative industry because daghan ang nag-support na karon sa kato na mga tenants. So very fulfilling and unbelievable because known naman good ang Davao na medyo strict siya into arts kay syempre like natay mga culture, natay mga tradition. So I believe na ang mga small movement na is very important kay art is evolving manggod. Tapos na ay mga young people na gusto i-pursue nilang art. So mas makita nila na uy na mga ingani na mga kalihukan. Tapos like ma-inspire sila na mag-join, like na yung mga activities na ginaano. Like we also do photo walks, like ginauban na mo ang mga young creatives na mag-practice. Dili naman sila like professionally ginatudloan, pero gina-help naman sila na ma-expose sa uy ingani ang buhaton, like uban-uban ta. So ingana na movement is very important. I love collaborating people. I love creation na dili lang ako ang nagahimo. Like I tap people, I tap people na gusto maka-learn, gusto maghatag og learnings. I want na makita nila like ang effort sa laing co-creatives behind ani. Because for me, ako lang ang front ani na project, like makita ko na creative direction, Lowell Balangawan. So I want people na mas makita nila ang kung kinsa ang behind ato na project, like the photographers, like the producers, like the production staffs. I want people na kani si Loy Portraits dili lang din siya isa. Gusto ko na si Loy Portraits kay daghan din ni sila bago mabuo ang ihang project. I hope na mapadayon ang karon na art community sa Davao. It help people, it help co-creatives. So we all know na naay creatives na naga-struggle gyapon to do art, to pursue art. Ang mga ingana na activity is makatabang na siya sa mga people na gusto na mag-pursue sa art. So I hope na mas makontinue ang mga ingana na art scene. Be hungry and be humble and keep collaborating people kay dira nimo makita kung unsa ang imong kakayahan, unsa imong gusto pa na dira nimo makita kung unsa pa ang imong kaya na mabuhat. And dara niyo makita ko ang imong brand, ang imong identity as an artist.
Eyes are windows to one's soul. His camera lenses are doors towards seeing the soul of the city, letting everybody come in and experience the life in urban space. From the noises in the background, the bright haze of lights, and the maximal displays of everything shot in a single frame, the details become the whole subject, seen, regarded, and unwasted through the point of view of Loy Portraits.
The Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13. Oras na para sa Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13.
I believe that Davao has a rich culture, rich heritage, and people are very creative. That's why kana akong ginapili kay I want to show what Davao have, kung saang naa sa Mindanao and kung kinsaang naa sa Mindanao. Gusto ko pod na ipakita nga namagay mga stereotyping there sa Mindanao, like na ay mga gubot. For example, I have a project in Bangkerohan. Ana sila na sa Bangkerohan daw is gubot daw. So for me, dili gubot sa Bangkerohan. So I created a project in Bangkerohan where I shoot. There are people na pwede di ka maging slay doon sa Bangkerohan. Like, wala day manghilabot sa imuha. Even though sa na-stereotype, dari na sa boulevard, like, ana. So, mas gusto na ako na ang works na naga-contradict sa mga stereotypes sa mga tao. Pwede day siya dira, like, pwede day ka maglaag diri, pwede ka magbaktas, pwede day ka maglakaw-lakaw. So, yun, more likely. Actually, ang process namo jud is mag-take og 2 months bago to produce the project. So, for example, the kadayawan, the bahis-bahis sa poblasyon. So, for that, so nag-start mi og June. Nagduol mi sa ila na maging anime, mag-exhibit mi to feature the garment of the tenants in the poblasyon market central. So, for that, nag-letter mi, nag-allow sila, then we invited people to support us. Then mauto na katoday siya na project has a good impact in the creative industry because daghan ang nag-support na karon sa kato na mga tenants. So very fulfilling and unbelievable because known naman good ang Davao na medyo strict siya into arts kay syempre like natay mga culture, natay mga tradition. So, I believe na ang mga small movement na is very important kay art is evolving man good. Tapos, na ay mga young people na gusto i-pursue nilang art. So, mas makita nila na, uy, nahalay mga na mga kalihukan. Tapos, like, ma-inspire sila na mag-join. Like, na yung mga activities na ginawa, like we also do photo walks, like ginauban na mo ang mga young creatives na mag-practice. Dili naman sila like professionally ginatudloan, pero gina-help naman sila na ma-expose sa uy ingani ang buhaton, like uban-uban ta. So ingani na movement is very important. I love collaborating people. I love creation na dili lang ako ang nagahimo, like I tap people, I tap people na gusto maka-learn, gusto maghatag og learnings. I want na makita nila like ang efforts sa lain co-creatives behind ani. Because for me, ako lang ang front ani na project, like makita mo na creative direction, Lowell Bangawan. So I want people na mas makita nila kung kinsa ang behind ato na project, the photographers, like the producers, like the production staffs. I want people na kani sila portraits, dili lang din siya isa. Gusto ko na sila portraits kay daghan din ni sila bago mabuo ang ihang project. I hope na mopadayon ang karon na art community sa Davao. It help people, it help co-creatives. So we all know na ay creatives na nag-struggle gyapon to do art, to pursue art. Ang mga ingana na activity is makatabang na siya sa mga people na gusto na mag-pursue sa art. So, I hope na mas makontinue ang mga ingana na art scene. Be hungry and be humble and keep collaborating people kay dira nimo makita kung unsa ang imong kakayahan, unsa imong gusto pa na dira nimo makita kung unsa pa ang imong kaya na mabuhat. And dara ni mo makita ko ang imong brand, ang imong identity as an artist.
Eyes are windows to one's soul. His camera lenses are doors towards seeing the soul of the city, letting everybody come in and experience the life in urban space. From the noises in the background, the bright haze of lights, and the maximal displays of everything shot in a single frame, the details become the whole subject, seen, regarded, and unwasted through the point of view of Loy portraits.
The Mindanao Network Hour. Our Mindanao on IBC 13. Mindanao Network, right here, right now, as promised.
In this episode of Bayi, we meet Christine Joy Agcopra, the woman behind Thea Gems, whose story is defined by courage, passion, and purpose. From building her brand from the ground up to empowering women through meaningful jewelry. It's a story of celebrating milestones, overcoming challenges, and creating a legacy that shines both personally and professionally.
My name is Christine Joy Agcopra, the founder and CEO of Thea Gems. I graduated at the age of 19. I became a registered nurse at the age of 20, but I guess life took me to a different flight path. I followed my childhood dream. I became a local flight attendant at the age of 20 while starting my small online business. So when my dad passed and my mom got cancer, I had to resign. And so I started my business in Davao so that I can stay in Davao for full time. And then after a year, I joined Saudi Airlines. I was able to travel around the world. That gave me an opportunity to become a personal shopper in Europe because, of course, we know Saudi Arabia is known for jewelry, gold. So then I took that as an advantage to open my jewelry business. So then pandemic happened and it became an eye-opener to me. I resigned and I focused mainly on my business, on my jewelry business. Each chapter of my journey taught me something about purpose. So what sparked Thea Gems is the realization that jewelry is more than just a material piece. It's meaning, it's about celebration of milestones. Because as a woman, I believe that we should celebrate each milestone with something beautiful. And that's why I put up Thea Gems. During my days off as an international flight attendant, when I'm just meant to take a rest and just take it easy, I always find myself drawn in the gold souk or gold market of Saudi Arabia. And that's where I started investing jewelry for myself. So from then, I just started doing live sellings from my supplier stores, and a lot of my clients from way back who are still my clients up to this very day trust me with their symbols of celebrating their milestones. And for that, I am really grateful. So I've always been called as, "Hi, Thea. Hello, Miss Thea." Yeah, but my name is Christine, and Thea comes from the Greek mythology, which means goddess of brilliance. I always believe that every beautiful thing is meant to just shine, to be brilliant, to shine brightly. through this journey, this has helped me embrace my femininity confidently. So dealing with a lot of women every day, it has opened a wide network for me as a woman that yes, us women can lead and can shine brightly in our own ways. So through the years, I believe Thea Gems has not only helped me grow professionally but also personally, and through Thea Gems, we always envision to celebrate every relationship, every connection, and every milestone beautifully.
When Bai comes back, Christine Joy Agcopra opens up about the challenges of growing Thea Gems from the ground up, the women who continue to inspire her, and how her journey has become one of empowerment, purpose, and meaningful milestones. A while ago, we heard how Christine Joy Agcopra embraced her direction and career detours that eventually led her to where Thea Gems is today. Now, she opens up about building her brand from the ground up, the challenges that shaped her resilience, the purpose she discovered along the way, and the power of women supporting women in every milestone.
It's still a walk in the park, in the Jurassic Park though. There were definitely many challenges I've faced during the years since I built this brand from ground up on my own. Coming from a humble background with no connections, it was all really my hands-on approach, dedication, and passion that kept me going. I am most grateful to the people who until this day has put their trust in me. I think one of the biggest challenges a businesswoman could face is that they think that women cannot lead and cannot make a brand thrive or successful. I hope that my story can inspire all women, all the girls out there, that you should not be afraid. Put up your business and just start. And it's always the start that's difficult, but once you're there, everything will just flow naturally. I hope for every Filipina or every woman to see jewelry not just an accessory, but as a reflection of their strength and beauty, and as a celebration to every milestone. Because each piece is meant to celebrate us, to celebrate our femininity, to celebrate our strength. Because yes, diamonds are a girl's best friend, and we are each other's best friend, and we are meant to stay that way. The good relationships I've built with my clients, especially with women, have really inspired me and kept me motivated all these years. I've had a lot of clients who turned into really good friends. Every milestone or every encounter with a client is really memorable and is really important for me. Like having their jewelry customized by Thea Gems, from their engagement rings, wedding bands, and being Thea Gems as part of those important milestones in their lives. That truly makes the brand flourish, I believe so. It feels surreal to be recognized by Vogue and Mega, to be honest. Coming again from a humble beginning and being recognized by reputable magazines, reputable companies. Those recognitions really mean so much to me, not just a woman, not just a business owner, but as a proud Davaoeña. That means that us women and us women from the province really can do more and can break barriers. To me, it's a reminder that no dream is too big if you just stay true to your passion. Don't be discouraged by failures because trust me, it's just part of the process. For the next chapter, all I can say is that the best is yet to come. I believe there will be more milestones to be celebrated, more meanings, and more women shining.
Christine Joy Alcopra's journey reminds us that redirection, resilience, and purpose can turn even the most unexpected paths into something meaningful. Through Thea Gems, she continues to celebrate women's strength, milestones, and brilliance in their own lives. And in true Bayi fashion, her story shines as a testament to the power of Mindanaoan women who lead, inspire, and break barriers.
you.